Yes, yes, okay, I fixed the title. Title is fixed. It does not remind me to do so before I start streaming. It's Monday, not Friday. It's not tea time at all. But that is not all of my layers. My layers are all in different places for some reason. Fine. Just gonna make it slightly bigger. I don't know how big my canvas is anymore. I forget what I did earlier when I was trying to make this work. Oh no. That's weird. I don't know why that would be. Gonna Hello, Arcraft. Don't know how out of sync or delayed we are, but ideally now we're live and everything is good. Chat says they're getting weird buffering. I'm getting an encoding overloaded announcement, but no dropped frames. So I don't know. There is no, I don't know. Hi, Figma's Maid. I hope everybody is, I hope everything is working now. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But we're here to work on Exhaustion. I think I need to find the... Nope, I need to find a way long ago layer. Oh, this is an early version. Maybe I deleted that layer. I guess I'm gonna have to go out and find anxiety to check my line weight. Just fine. Okay, I'm still getting no dropped frames. I feel like maybe if I wasn't broadcasting at 60 FPS, that might help. But I don't know how much. Okay. Anyway, I hope that everybody is doing all right on this Monday. See, now I'm confused. That anxiety seems quite large. What are my... $11? Okay, no, that's about right. I see what's happened here. So we're gonna have to fiddle with scale anyway because I made exhaustion larger, or it's a longer word. I don't know what I was going for there with that sentence, but it's a longer word, so it's smaller. I don't know. It seems fine. You get the ethos of the scale anyway. Sorry, my voice is scratchy today too. I don't know what happened there. But let's see if we can't get the right scale. That seems a little bit big. Maybe this. This seems okay. I do have lots of tea. Thanks, Figment's Maid. Appropriately enough, I'm just tired today. I have not been sleeping super well lately, which I suspect is a common enough occurrence. And there are deadlines still, because for some reason real life still exists somehow or other. Which continues to be occasionally alarming. But there's a nice blooming rose bush in the garden. The sun is out. Inking is still generally relaxing. And now we've learned that all of my problems were Chrome's fault all along. So there shouldn't be any weird stream anxiety going on, having to fix broken bits. I'm gonna just undo this line 1,000 times, but it's not the Cintiq's fault. It's my fault, so it's fine. Yeah, it would just be nice. It would be nice if somehow everything was as on pause as the sort of weird basic edges of the world. Just, I don't know. It's weird that I can't just go out to eat at a restaurant or get my hair cut, but for some reason I still have to work. It's a strange dissonance. That I am still getting used to. But all that being said, most of the time I like my job. And today we're just gonna make nice chill art. While listening to quiet ambient synth music. Because that is the station I feel best exemplifies what I'm working on. Yes, Figment's Made. That is the essential sort of base level of everything. Everything is weird. Hello, Get to Know Nature. Thanks for joining us. It's gonna be one of those days when I fiddle with things and spend too long perfecting elements instead of blazing through, as I often do with live art. I'll be honest, this is more representative of my usual work style than my fast draw inking of other streams. Oh, Get to Know Nature was back with the owls, back with the baby owls. Oh. Come on, gentle curve. No, Figment's Made. There is definitely such a thing as too long. In theory, there's no such thing as too long. In practice, you can definitely work on almost anything for too long before you can. You have to finish things, is what I'm saying. At some point, you have to stop. And I'm not great at it with my own work. Like even ceramic sculptures, I have them covered in plastic, and I'll go back and like poke at them, changing almost nothing for days before I'm like, you just stop, just believe that you've finished. And I have a suspicion that it's in part a reaction to professional work, which is very, this is what you've paid for, these are the hours you've paid for, it's done no matter what kind of mindset that you have to learn to just failing to, I'm going to make a straight line yet, that you sort of have to learn to be a professional artist. That element of this has to be done because I have to give it to you. It's what you've paid for. And I could do something more exciting, but you can't afford something more exciting. So this is what you get. So yeah, I feel like with I'm a little bit reactionary with my personal work in that I'll have a tendency to, oops, too many undos. But I'll have a tendency to just always take those extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. Not call something done until I'm really, really done, settled, until I've convinced myself I've done everything that I can do and I've made it as good as I can make it. Which doesn't always serve the thing you're making. Honest, genuinely. Sometimes you just need to stop working on something and call it a completed project and start something else. For me, finishing and letting go was one of the hardest parts of learning to be an artist in general. Not continuously hunting for a perfect final piece. Learning to stop looking for flaws and call something done. And be okay with that. Oh, that curve is wobbly. So that's your art philosophy for the day. When art is your career and also all of your hobbies. You think about it a lot, it turns out. So I have a lot of opinions and theories. Yes, I do. That's not fair. It's not my only hobby. It's not all of my hobbies. It's just most of them. Yeah, well, that's Figment's Made. That's the interesting thing about streaming is that there's a nice element with sort of the themed streams, like the last Friday tea time when we made the little griffins, where it's a finite process, and I'm doing it as a performance. So there's an element of whatever happens while I'm doing this is what will have happened. I can't go back and change that. It exists now. So there's an interesting element there of sort of freedom from that obsessive desire to go back and work on something just a little bit more, because that it's that thing has served its purpose. Welcome to Monday, Shelter in Place, Opinions, Theories, and a Judgmental POTU. Yep, that's That's what you get. Art theory and a judgmental POTU. Hey, Octopus Gallery. I've just realized that the music that's playing right now is a version of the Tetris theme. And I was like, why does this sound so familiar? It's like Tetris epic fantasy going on right now. I'm glad that I've explained why I recognize the music. That swoop is just, it's still not working. I want it to be working, and it's not. Which part is not working? This side, I think? I think it might be the sketch's fault. Ah, the outlook on further emoji. Probably a couple of weeks. As I said before, now there are real deadlines and I'm not into it. But yeah, I have a fairly busy next couple of weeks, this week and next week. So I probably won't do a whole lot of side projects until those deadlines are met. To give myself a bit of a breather. But after that, POTU is the next emoji. Yes, Figment's made. Yeah, it's. I was listening to it, wondering why I recognized the bass theme. It's like, oh, this is definitely variations on a theme, but where is that theme from? It's a surprisingly nice theme for variations. But yeah, the emoji should happen in the next, after the next couple of weeks. It's the next thing on the list of things to update and tidy. POTU emoji and an ending stream screen, so things can ramp down a little bit less abruptly. So, you know, can have a nice sort of wind down moment for everyone to say bye to each other and whatever else. Have just a little closing screen for a minute or so. Hello, Auntie Shepherd. There we go. I'm a little bit warmed up. A little bit less slow going maybe now. Maybe not. Oh no, yeah, you have to fence a poison garden. You can't just let that run free. Fun fact I learned this weekend when I used Zoom for the first time is that anger and anxiety make excellent Zoom backgrounds. So, you know, there's your thought for the future. Patrons, if you're in need of a Zoom background that really expresses your feelings to your boss. I was masking quite well in front of it. So, you know, something to consider. You're always backgrounds. I mean, fair enough. But what if the world behind you could express that in a visual way? In a visual way that didn't upset people. Well, this line is gonna be a problem, child. I can tell. Oh, Auntie Shepherd, the concerned Whippet statue you posted was amazing. It's the expression I've seen on every Whippet's face I've ever met. Whippets just always look so worried about everything. Speaking of anxiety, Whippets. Okay. That was a fantastic concerned Whippet. It was. Absolutely amazing. The best Whippet. I think I'm especially fond of those cement statues when you look at them and you think the person that made the base mold for this, like, they cared deeply, possibly too much. They've really put some effort in. Like, that statue was made by someone who has a Whippet. Like, they really wanted to get it right. If you want to see the concerned Whippet statue that we were talking about, you should go to Auntie Shepherd's Twitter and look at the photos. because it's a pretty great statue. The German Shepherd dog is a pretty great statue too. I just thought the Whippet just had so much character. The Whippet was how I would sculpt a Whippet, which... Oh, of course. I do it really fast and it's just perfect. Whatever, it's fine. The music is nice for when I need to stop talking. It doesn't feel weird and silent. I like it. It's reassuring for me. I don't know if it matters to anyone else, but it makes me feel better. Octopus Gallery, are you offering to send Auntie Shepherd a statue or a concerned Whippet? Yeah, see, this way I can read along with chat. I can just sit quietly making lines. And I don't have to talk. No, not that tool. Oh yeah, you can get Auntie Shepherds. You could have a concerned Whippet and German Shepherd dog statues guarding your yurt entrance. It would be great. Oh, Lost Souls. Well, that's why it's like the music got a little bleak all of a sudden. This conversation in chat about social media apps is making me making me consider launching into a whole rant. We'll see if I work myself up to it, or if chat moves themselves along fast enough to avoid it. I say rant is probably really just more art theory. But one of the things that was the hardest for me to grasp about the internet as a whole, these modern social medias, is that as a self-promoting artist, I have to post everything to everything, which is more hilariously complicated than you would think, because there are algorithms that don't give preference to multi-posts. So if I put something on Instagram and then post it to both Twitter and Tumblr from Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr will go, but you didn't post it on our platform, so we're not going to boost you. Our algorithm's going to bury you because we want you to use our platform. So then you have to go back and post it individually on each one, and it's hilariously extra. Not just extra, but sort of a thing that you don't know and would never consider until it's explained to you by someone who does branding. Hashtags, I was not aware that hashtags were so important in Instagram, and then someone explained it to me. I don't use those programs the way I think regular casual users do, so I don't have a good idea of how people find things or how they interact with the posts that you make in general. Yeah, see, that's how I feel as well, Octopus Gallery. I would just really like everything to just show up in the order that it appeared. Just post it when it was posted. Show it to me. I specifically want to see the most recent post first. Well, I'm really doing a poor job of lining this up. There we go. So a person gave me a friend. I don't know why I was like a friend, a person, a human being that I know gave me a really good tip about Instagram hashtags to prove to me how important they were, which was to go back to like a really old post and add a hashtag, like add some hashtags, refresh the hashtags. You will immediately see new people liking that post for a few minutes. It's very weird. Instagram has a strange algorithm that I don't understand. Yeah, for a while I was trying to do like humorous hashtags, then I sort of gave up. And now I mostly forget to do them, and I need to go back and add them. Then I forget to use Instagram altogether because I use Twitter for everything. And I just, it would be easier if I could just pick the one that I liked and use it. Yeah, the one that I like is Twitter. I don't know what that says about me. Possibly what it says about me is that it's easy to block people. That's its champion feature is I understand how to make people not show up when I don't want to hear from them. Yeah, Instagram, like I said, Instagram's algorithm is super, super weird. It's just like, please do something, anything. It doesn't really matter what, just prove you care. Oh yeah, that Facebook's weird insistence. I don't like, my Facebook is private. It's because, like, you know, older family members are, that's their only social media. But yeah, Facebook's weird insistence on, like, giving out a significant amount of your personal information is frustrating. Like, no, I get it. Twitter is public, but the only thing that's public about it is me shouting my opinions into the ether. It doesn't want me to tell you where I went to high school and, like, college and where I live now and where I grew up and where I am at any given moment of the day. Like, it's just it's a bit much is Facebook. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, I basically need to use my whole name on everything because I have to be a professional, searchable being. I need people who will pay me money to find me and believe that I am a real person. But that doesn't mean that I want everyone to know, like, my address and what coffee shop I go to and where my parents live. I mean, come on. It's tone it down, Facebook. Yeah, I don't really, I ignore all the recommended Facebook friends, although I have a Facebook rule where if someone friends me and I don't recognize them right away, then we're not friends. So I have a suspicion that a lot of people who knew me like 30 years ago have tried to friend me, and I've been like, I don't know, you get married since then, your name changed, we're all old, I don't care. I don't know who you are. But yeah, Facebook is a little bit like a stalker. Like, Facebook is kind of your internet stalker. Facebook is like, hey, do you want to check in where you are right now? Do you want to tag this photo with the place that it was taken, the actual geographic location? Would you like everyone to know where you are at all times? And the answer is not really, Facebook. I don't want those things at all, it turns out. I'd rather no one know where I am, if possible. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know about how what everybody else does, but I know that I don't post photos of things. Like, I don't even post like vacation or location photos on Instagram or Twitter until I'm not there anymore. Like, I'll post hours after I've left. Just as a general sense of don't tell everyone on the internet exactly where you are. There are places that I go where I used to go when we went places. There were places that I would go regularly that I've made pacts with myself to never post photos of anything at, just because it's sort of like I don't want to have to stop going there. I don't want anyone to be able to ruin it. Oh yeah, I get to know nature. Facebook is creeping. It's super creeping on you. It thinks it's being helpful. Yeah, it feels most of the time it feels like a silly security precaution, but I'm a woman on the internet, and I've had my share of weird situations already in life on the internet. So preemptively planning for the eventual like creepy dude or Nazi, sometimes Nazis. Okay, yes, get to know nature. I feel like that's fair. I might have been giving Facebook too much credit. It I think that on some level though, it thinks that it's something that people will accept / sort of want. Sort of like, but now we'll be able to recommend friends better. So, avoiding the creepy internet people. I post pictures of my garden because it's a fenced-in deck and it's behind my house, so can't use that to find me. Ha ha ha. But yeah, if it, like when I post vacation photos or, you know, this is where I spent my weekend kind of photos, back when we all used to go outside all the time, I would post them with a delay, just to be sure. Yeah, I don't. If you've managed to stay off Facebook for this long, stay off it forever. It's not worth it. It'd be cool if the world wasn't run by corporations, wouldn't it? Tell your friends who are cranky about it to join Instagram and Twitter. A brief moment of peace. Yeah. This track is actually really nice. This is the vibe. This track is the vibe I've been going for this whole time. Peaceful piano music. Right? Facebook would definitely have suggestions. How did I make such a good circle before? I'm failing at this point. How did I make that so nice? don't know how I made that so nice before. That's, nope, nope, nope. That's close. That's close, but not quite. Just gonna fiddle with it. That's maybe good enough for now. Oh yeah, circles are super hard. And if you want to do one on a person in permanent ink in their skin, you better be good at it. It's no fiddling and erasing when you're stabbing a colored ink needle into someone. I actually think tattooing sounds unbelievably stressful. Just like the most anxiety you can get into a job. Just let me make art, but on you forever. I made that smaller, didn't I? I did. Just exhaustion. Not quite getting there. I feel like my brush is bigger than it was before. Don't know what's happened. I'm gonna make it smaller, see if that helps. Nope. I was right the first time. Okay, I'm gonna have to mirror this O, I think. Just like, there, it's done. But which side of the O do I like better? This side of the top, I think. Drift from full color to vague sketch outlines. Oh yeah. Ironically, that's actually more work. Where are we here? Nice. Gentle curve. Oops. It's a bit too what? No. A bit too much O. There we go. Good night, Auntie Shepherd. Sleep well. Take it back. I'm gonna draw the bottom. It needs to be slightly different from the top, it turns out. But is it going to look super weird if I freehand the top of the O, or the bottom of the O, but not the top? Who knows? We will find out. Maybe. If I can stop annoying myself with my inability to draw a smooth curve today. So this kind of feels like it's going to be the system for the most part for a while, is that Monday streams are going to kind of be more working streams, a little bit more like when I was doing occasional Saturday streams, when it was sort of a Saturday, just a Saturday working, finishing things that needed to be finished, working on projects. Have the music on. Keep it nice and chill. And then keep the more interactive projects for Friday tea time. Hold my abstraction. Fridays are pottery. Yes, this Friday is this week's Friday tea time. We are back to the workbench for ceramics. What will we do? I don't know. I need to clean my work desk. And I need to put legs on one of the final skink creatures that I put on the handle while no one was watching. So I can move that to a place where it can just dry. The bats are all set. They're waiting for a place to... I mean, it could be pottery throwdown if you guys want to compete. If you also want to do pottery and put it on the internet. Oh man, we could do pottery throwdown. You guys could all do pottery, and then I could be the judge, and then I could cry a little bit whenever anybody does something really, really lovely. Which would be about my mood lately. I swear to you, yesterday I broke down and ordered like proper just like delivery takeout for the first time since this whole lockdown began. I was trying really hard not to, and I couldn't anymore. And I ordered donuts, and I cried a little at how good the donuts were. Which is like just like tears in my eyes as I'm eating a cinnamon sugar donut. Yeah, oh, this place feels unnatural. That's worryingly on theme, isn't it? Oh, the donuts were so good. Get to know nature. They were so good. They came with butterscotch dipping sauce. So good. Apparently, this whole time I took the ability to just go buy donuts for granted. The things you realize you'll miss. Been taking donuts for granted for years. I never realized. They were really good donuts. How's that song go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Oh no. You can make pretty good vegan donuts. In fairness, I've had some decent vegan donuts. I don't know that you can make decent gluten-free donuts, which is too bad for those people who can't have gluten because they're missing out on donuts. But I've had good vegan donuts. It's the egg that's missing from certain baking that is the vegan problem. Without eggs, many baked goods are significantly less delicious, it turns out. Anyway, I had gone for like 7 weeks without ordering any food delivered. And then I got really busy with actual work again after a while of everyone panicking and trying to figure out how to work from home and delaying all of their projects. And then I remembered why I get so much takeout. Because cooking takes time that I would rather be spending doing almost anything else. Yes, exactly. Eggs are important to the structure of your baked goods. I will just, you know what? It's fine. We'll just cheat. Is what we'll do. We don't need those rulers. Ah, sneaky. Like, I sort of enjoy cooking, but I enjoy cooking only when I've got like a whole day free and there's no pressure and I can just sort of relax and take my time with it. Cooking because I have to eat and get back to work is it's not enjoyable. Hi, DeFrequa. Welcome to Monday Shelter in Place. Doing the quiet chill stream today. Now I'm thinking about donuts. I've made myself want more donuts. Oh well. This curve is wrong. We shall fix it. Weirdly appropriate. Yes, words are hard. Nearly there. Got most of the word. We've dotted our I's, now we have to cross our T's, as it were. Oh, hang on. That sounds frustrating to Frequent. I hope that you get a diagnosis soon. Oh, you are my annihilation. Thanks, thanks, music app. Maybe cheer up a little bit. It's the wrong ambience. And then again, maybe it's not the wrong ambiance. I am carefully illustrating the word exhaustion. So, you know, maybe that's fair. Look, kerning is important. Typography matters. Gosh darn it. Oh, yes, this bit. Oops, that was the wrong thing to turn off. That's what I wanted to turn off. Why did I insist on designing a whole thing with big sweepy bits, I wonder? An entire series based on long swooping curves. Because of course. Oh. Okay, you know what? You are my annihilation. You're just carrying on for too long. Let's go to something a little bit less minor key, shall we? Yeah, Get to Know Nature. The first thing I thought when I saw the title, I'm going to be honest, is that this was composed for a UI screen. It is named for the variety of UI screen that it is ideally meant to accompany. That's the inside entertainment industry suspicion. Because it's how I would name a generic motion graphics file. I'm on the phone. I'm on my phone now to look at. I have to look at these emojis. Oh no! Angry shark. Translation issue. Could be translation issues. That could happen too. Although this is a channel called Ambient, so you're gonna get a lot of stuff that's meant to be, the nice chill background for things. Because that was the point. Because I wanted a nice chill background for things. Just the water menu. I could honestly see a water restaurant being a real thing. People are weird. Oh no, Figment's made. Those are just those are like the cheap beer that you get when you don't know any better. We're talking small batch private label waters. There's like a tiny bottle that you can get for like $2,000 that's guaranteed to be like chipped from some glacier. Bottle at the source has a whole new meaning. Artisanal free range water. We carry a lot of good local craft waters. Um, Here's one with a high pH, just a hint of chlorine. Kill your dog. Okay, you know what? Ambient? You've gotten a bit brutal. We have... Ooh, we could do epic. If we're gonna be dark. Gonna be dark, we could do the epic station. We'll see where this goes. Artisanal ice cubes. We only use seasonal fresh snow. Ah, now we're getting epic. The chorus has joined. Served in locally made vessels blessed by water nymphs. This is just getting better and better. I mean, I guess it's holding up its end of the bargain. It is epic. It's got a chorus and drums. Feels a little too epic for what I'm working on. Like I feel a little bit too much pressure now. Let's... Oh my. No, this is far too much. Let's see if ambience cheered itself back up. New York, squishy New York City. Well, okay. Nope. Containment breach. We'll go with containment breach. Yeah, I'm not prepared to be inside a Marvel movie while illustrating Exhaustion. That's too much pressure. Yeah, maybe it'll cheer up a little bit here. So, yeah, I just want to be like ambient, but like not creepy. We're all sad and gonna die ambient. Like I want more like wandering around Skyrim in the sunshine ambient. Like where I need friendlier ambient. Miyazaki film ambient is really what I'm going for. Less derelict space station, more happy sunlit fields. Yes, As Gets No Nature says, as much as I love a good derelict space station, this is not the time or place. Exactly. Oh, so much swoop. I've brought this upon myself. Okay. 2/3. I feel like the number of situations where I have in any fiction encountered a derelict space station, plague has always been on the table. Plague or aliens. Sometimes both. Derelict space stations have a tendency to be full of aliens and or people who are now zombies. I've learned. What I'm saying is always be very, very skeptical of a derelict space station. Unless it's Star Wars, in which case it's probably just an abandoned military installation from one of the hilariously numerous past wars. Yeah, important life tip: be skeptical of derelict space stations. Just saying that until you know what's happened, You're probably either in Dead Space or Alien. And, one way or another, that's not gonna go well. Everyone's always dead. You don't know why. There are always a suspiciously large number of like audio recordings just laying around. People always seem to be recording themselves at the times of their death, which is odd. Maybe people just do a lot of voice memos in space. Well, Figment's made. That's a thing that we should all go find on Twitter. That sounds delightful in every possible way. Figment's Made just alerted us that there's a tiny short on Twitter that Alan Tudyk posted where he does the droid from Rogue One playing the scene from Serenity with the plastic dinosaurs. Which sounds charming. You should be able to post links into... I have not blocked links. No one has abused the power to post them. Speaking of derelict space stations, this is actually probably not a derelict space station. There are definitely people on this space station. MusicBot feels like we're not taking it seriously. We believe you, MusicBot. We do. All that talk of... See, now it's just creepy. Now it's like it's listening to us talk about derelict space stations. Now I have concerns. It's like it's trying to warn us. I think we did decide the other day that it was listening. Octopus Gallery. I think we've already become skeptical that it can hear us, which I think is impossible, actually. But I don't know. It's the internet. Okay, now it's just trolling me. Now it's I'm just saying now. Now I'm sure it's listening. Space stations, you say? Says MusicBot. Well, I can do that. Oh no. Prove it's really listening. To really be listening, it has to work in the dinosaurs. Well, this is fun. It's decided to bring us back from space. Put us on the ledge. Well, you know, it's trying. Oh no. The pretzel music bot loses it. loses all patience with humanity. Oh, see, now I'm just thinking of the most delightful books in the world, which is the Murderbot Diaries. Just the most delightful books. I think there is an app I can add where you guys can in fact make requests of 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 Pretzel, the music robot. I don't know how that works since this is all creator licensed music. Maybe keywords? I don't know. Maybe next Monday we'll experiment. Oh, that's right, Octopus Gallery. It's May. Time does have meaning. The new Murderbot book comes out. There is something to look forward to. Summer is saved. Well, now I'm excited. I had forgotten. that it was May. That time continued to pass, that months existed, and that Murderbot comes out in May. It's very exciting. Anyway, the Murderbot Diaries are just the best, most charming books, and I have never felt more connected to a character than I do to a robot who calls himself Murderbot. I don't know what that says about me. Possibly that the author understands what it means to be an introvert, frankly. But I feel a deep empathy for a robot who needs people to leave the room so it can process its emotions. That's all I'm saying. Oh no, that's right, Artcraft. There's still weird international shipping problems now. Well, I hope that you can get your copy of Murderbot. Because it's important. So yeah, highly recommend to everyone that series. I want to say the author is Martha Wells. Oh no, Artcraft. Still waiting on books from March. That's... and yes, Figments, you absolutely should read them. They are... incredibly, incredibly lovely. Just so incredibly, incredibly good. A series of books I will never hesitate to recommend to anyone. Well, I mean, in fairness, it's 7 p.m., so it knows. It's it's preparing us for wrap up here. It's closing credits music, you know? At least the end seems fairly cheerful. Anyway, especially now, in times where it's not necessarily a cheerful place to be, Murderbot will warm your heart and cheer you up. For sure. Murderbot is all that is lovely, good, and charming in the world. It is a series of books that is one of the few that I will recommend to everyone vocally with no reservations. If you don't like it, I'm going on record now as saying that you are incorrect. Yes, exact Artcraft. It's Murderbot is the kind of books that you have to like read if you just everything is bad and you need something reassuring. Just reread a nice Murderbot book. Oh no. It Pretzel played the end and then quit unexpectedly. How awkward. Well, cool. Think we'll take that as a sign and leave it off and do a wrap up here in a minute. It is time. We have reached a point at which I should make more tea and a snack and then go back to my job, my other job. This is kind of a job. Thanks, patrons, for making this kind of a job instead of kind of a hobby. Yeah, so wow, music bot just gave up on me. It was just like, no, the end. It did, in fairness, it did warn us. It did did play the track The End. Just to be like, nope, no more of that. If you're gonna make fun of me, I'm not gonna play music for you anymore. So now the silence feels weird. Now I've gotten used to the music bot. And sitting in silence feels awkward. But that's fine. We got the whole word and all the swoops done. So that's cool. We started on the morning glories. I mean, I'll apologize to it. I'll apologize to it between streams. I'll make sure that it knows how much I value its input. Maybe I'll let it play for a little while when I'm not streaming, just so it knows that I care. Yeah, there we go. We'll give it some music notes. Just do a few things to remind MusicBot that we value its input. Oh yeah, the silence is super weird now that there's it feels weird to stream in silence now. Now that I've been drawing to music this whole time. Like it more weird than I would have expected, honestly. Anyway. Let's save. Put this up on our screen. Find OBS. There it is. So the music bot has announced that it is the end and then turned itself off. So here we are at the end of the stream. It is 7:07. Thanks for joining me for a nice quiet Monday stream. Making some good progress on the next word. A little bit more POTU there for the end. As I mentioned before, thanks patrons for making this a job instead of a thing I do for fun. POTU sees all. If you aren't yet a patron and would like to be one, you can join my Patreon. At $5 a month, you get sketch requests. At $10 a month, you get a quarterly print mailed to you on actual paper. And at $2, you get to see all the secret hidden patron things and get high resolution ink drawing coloring pages of, for example, the word exhaustion. I will see you again on Friday for Friday tea time. We'll do pottery. I'll probably put up a poll. It'll probably have a lot of the same things as have been on previous polls because those are the ideas I have. Feel free to make suggestions, as always. And I will see you later. Have a good week. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Have a good night. Bye.